Hello everyone, my name is Johannes and I'm a senior studying biochemistry in college. The goal of this video here today is to talk about type 1 diabetes in an easy to understand manner. Whether you're newly diagnosed or a friend or family member has just received the news, this video will be the first stop in your discovery of what type 1 diabetes really is and how to manage. For future reference, this channel aims to discuss autoimmune diseases in a digestible manner, medical school entrancing and just medical school in general, medicine, the science of fitness, and diabetes. All right, let's get into it. Well, first and foremost, scientists still don't 100% understand what causes or triggers the onset of diabetes. We do understand that there is a genetic disposition to developing diabetes, meaning that if your mom, dad, or grandparents have diabetes, your likelihood of developing diabetes, type 1 at least, increases. There is research, though, that suggests that environmental factors such as stress, smoking, alcohol could also play a role in developing type 1 diabetes, but this is not 100% certain. So essentially, what diabetes is for whatever reason, your immune system decided to turn against itself and destroy the beta cells located in your pancreas. Your immune system does that because it perceives the beta cells as a threat, kind of like a virus or a bacterium that would infect your body. And so the antibodies within your body does its best to get rid of these beta cells. It's really weird. At one point, your beta cells in your immune system, they were cool, they were close. But I don't know if the beta cells owed the immune system money or what happened. Your immune system was like, nope, you gotta go, and wiped them out. Now, what's so special about these beta cells in the first place? Why are they a huge deal? Well, beta cells are important for a few reasons. Most importantly, beta cells secrete the hormone insulin, which is crucial for metabolic functions within our bodies in converting food into energy. Energy our body uses to do movements and basic things in the world. Because our immune system wiped out our beta cells, we can no longer produce the hormone insulin. Now, what is insulin and why is it so important? This right here is what being a diabetic is all about. It all revolves around this hormone called insulin. And what insulin is, it essentially acts like a key within our bodies, unlocking our cells. When we eat food, our digestive system breaks down this food into energy, also known as glucose. See, without insulin, also known as the key in our analogy, there's no way for our cells to receive this form of energy that we got from our food, and thus remains in our bloodstream. See, this is where I get really excited about these type of topics. Our bodies are like well-oiled machines, and they have a regulation process. In a person without diabetes, their body and their nervous systems can regulate each other in itself by releasing insulin at a certain time or holding off on the release of insulin at a certain time. In a diabetic, however, there's no regulation because there's no insulin. Remember, our immune system killed those beta cells to where we can't secrete insulin anymore. So because there's no regulation, we need to constantly check the amount of glucose within our bloodstream. All right, Johannes, so what? Who cares if there's no insulin? Like, whatever, I'm still doing me. If I got a high sugar content in my bloodstream, if I got a low sugar content in my bloodstream, it doesn't really matter to me, right? I'm gonna do what I want. See, you could do that. I wouldn't advise doing that because you won't be here for too long. See, if there's a high amount of sugar in your bloodstream, then that is known as being in a state of hyperglycemia or hyperglycemic, and this is when you have a high blood sugar. This is bad because being in a state of a prolonged high blood sugar can cause damage to your nerves, your tissues, and your organs, thus clotting up your blood and making it so where you can even get amputated, go blind, kidney failure. There's a whole myriad of problems that are associated with having a high sugar content within your body. It just clogs up things and your body wasn't meant to function in that way. Also, remember our analogy. Without insulin, we can't have that key that unlocks the cells. Your cells will eventually end up dying because they aren't getting the energy needs that it needs to become and do its functions that it needs to do. And I said needs a lot, but yes, we need insulin to get energy into our cells. On the contrary, not having enough sugar in your bloodstream is known as being hypoglycemic or having a low blood sugar. And if this is not handled adequately, this could get really catastrophic really fast. Because your brain needs sugar in your bloodstream to operate and function properly, even going below a slight period of time can end up as a bad story. Your job as a diabetic is to monitor the glucose in your bloodstream to make sure that you don't have any dips below a certain number. Say your blood sugar content goes below the number 65, 50. There's almost a point of no return and it can get really ugly real fast. A normal day in the park can turn into a medical episode if not handled adequately throughout your day. Your job as a diabetic is to monitor the glucose in your bloodstream to accurately give yourself the right amount of insulin for your body. Test your blood sugar often and learn the rhythm of your body and how it reacts to certain activities and foods. If you found this video useful or informative to any degree, that's awesome, because I have a lot of amazing ideas regarding diabetes, medicine in general, and the physical well-being of humans. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you. See ya.